All right, guys, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the show. I am live. I'm Don Bird. I'm your host, guys. I am happy to be here with you today. And what I figured I'd do is I'd go live as I record some content for all platforms. But YouTube, you'll get to hear it first. You'll get to see it first, all right? But what are we talking about today? We are talking about investments, investment basics, investments 101, financial security, financial mastery, saving for the future, wealth building. Guys, we're going to be talking about a lot of things. Right now, I'm going over my week 2 content, and I am happy to be here with you today. So, guys, if you want to join into the discussion, be happy to have you here. Guys, let me know how we can help you. Get in contact with me. I want to help you learn about everything you need to know regarding investments and savings and administering your life from a financial perspective. So, what are we talking about here, guys? Here we are in week 2. We're talking about building an emergency fund. All right. Financial security begins with an emergency fund. I want you to discover the ins and outs of creating and maintaining an emergency fund. So what we're going to do is we'll cover how much to save, where to keep your fund, and why it's crucial for weathering unexpected expenses. All right. Stay prepared, stay tuned, stay engaged for my new content coming up this week. All right, guys. Now, let's talk about what we just said there, okay? How much do you save for your emergency fund? Well, it depends on your lifestyle and what you have to be responsible for when those things come up, and especially unexpected expenses, which can be very detrimental to your budget if you are not prepared for them. So, how much do you save for your emergency fund? How much do you build up your emergency fund to? Where do you keep it? And why is it crucial for weathering unexpected expenses? All right. So how much do you save? It's a personal question, but I will say that on average, it is best to have about 3 to 6 months of savings that is not invested, that is readily available, cash or close to cash, that you can access within a day or two to get money for unexpected expenses. All right. First of all, start there. So 3 to 6 months of cash in a bank account that you can access, that you can use for unexpected expenses. So if you make $100,000 a year, I would suggest you have about $25,000 on hand to cover anything that comes up over the 3-month period that you're talking about. Now, 50,000 might be excessive, right? Because we don't need that much money for unexpected expenses, okay? And I'm talking about things that come up within the week or within the month that you have to pay for. Now, I will say the less you make, the more you like to have as a percentage of your income, right? If you make $50,000, I would probably still suggest you have somewhere in the $10,000 to $20,000 range, right? But again, 3 to 6 months is a great rule of thumb. Where should you keep this money? Think about it. Where should you keep this money? Should you keep it in your house? Should you keep it in your drawer? Should you keep it under your mattress? Should you give it to a friend or your mother or somewhere you can readily access it? Well, all of those things can be true, okay? But what I would suggest is keeping your emergency fund in a bank account that you have access to easily, readily available, that's separate from your normal checking or spending account that you use to pay your bills and spend money for daily expenses. That way it's separate, it's distinct. It's not interfering with your normal bill pay or your normal cash flow, and you can access it as needed. Plus, if you keep it separate, it's an easy way to build it up without thinking about it. If you keep your fund separate, you can add $10, $20, $30, $40, $50 a week to it, and you'll never see it. You won't ever think about it. So that's what I want you to think about